Hi everyone, thanks for coming to my channel. I'm going to show you today my folio that I just finished using Echo Park's collection called You and Me. This collection can be found at Country Craft Creations. It's a folio that measures 7 across and 9 tall, and I did not use chipboard on this one. I just used the Artisan cardstock that you can purchase at the store, and it's real durable. And so when you use the Artisan cardstock and you put some designer paper on it, it really is a firm hold, and I don't have any problem with it. The spine this time I used Craft Tex, and so if you're not familiar with Craft Tex, when I do the tutorial I'll show you what it looks like. It is kind of like a material type paper, and it doesn't really rip, so I feel confident that this will be very durable and stay nice and neat. As you look at this folio, the base paper is actually Authentique Spectrum paper in the black, and it's got the stripe, and so I wanted it to be somewhat of a simple cover, and I like the black with the pink and minty green colors. And so the base paper is the Spectrum, then I have a white, kind of an ivory white sparkly paper, more of the Spectrum, and then one of the cut aparts. And so I just thought that kind of was simple but yet still classy looking. The flowers that are on this album are not from that collection, the You and Me collection. It's actually from Prima. It's the Santa Baby flowers, but they match perfectly. And so if you still have some of those in your stash, or if you want to order some, I know Country Craft Creations still has some if you're going to make something with this paper line and you want to add some of those flowers. So let me just kind of go over it real quick. Sometimes when people do walkthroughs, they tell you every little tiny detail. I'm not really one of those people, so if I go too fast and you want to see something, let me know, or if you have a question, just put a comment down below and I'll respond to you as soon as I can. So like I said, I have the Arch of Flowers. This was from the paper collection, and I just cut it out and added some glitter, a little flower in the corner, a bow, and this little pearl heart, and then I lifted it up on chipboard so that it's higher than the rest, so it kind of stands out a little bit. And you can't really see the chipboard a whole lot because of the dark paper. You don't notice it when you look at the side. I have 3 pieces of bling, flat back, iridescent, the sparkly, pieces. They're kind of like crystally looking. This ribbon from Country Craft Creations is so nice to work with. It comes in different colors, but it doesn't fray for me, and it always makes a real pretty bow, and it keeps its shape, and I love it. And when I first saw it, it was kind of thick. I thought, oh, that might be too thick, but it really, every time I've used it, it turns out really pretty, and I'm happy with it. So this is like a goldish color, but I know they have pink and blue and different colors if you want to check that out. So here's the spine. You'll notice that it looks like 2 pieces. It's basically just I scored it just to give it some flexibility, and then the back is plain. So when I counted, I think that you can hold at least 50 pictures in this folio. So let's open it up and take a look. So when it opens all the way, it's pretty big. So this is just opening it once. Each of these sides will open up again. So it might be hard to show it all on camera, but these 2 flaps could hold a picture on each one. I left the corner pieces not glued all the way down, so that's why I have these 2 things tucked in there. These are stickers that I just put on black paper. I do have some trim on each of them. The seam binding is to hold the flap down. So when you untie the seam binding, it opens. And again, room for pictures. This pocket, I added another, this is a smaller typewriter from the collection. Let me see if you can see that. You can see the shimmer, I hope. This is a Graphic 45 die, so because I didn't have the base tag of Graphic 45, I just cut out 2 and glued them together so that it gives it a little bit more sturdiness. And I put some seam binding at the top, and this is a sticker from the collection. So this is a pocket, and then it has a pocket below it. So this is one of the cut aparts, and so this pocket can hold quite a bit. I just put in 1 of the cut aparts, and then there's a second pocket. So this one also can hold quite a bit, and I again just used some of the cutouts to put in there to show what can go in there. So this will hold a lot, okay? So then on this side it does the same thing. It's a mirror image. So this time I have a purple typewriter. I love that sparkle. Used one of the stickers and put it on black cardstock. Left this open for pictures. I don't think it really worked for journaling unless you put another paper on top of it, because you probably wouldn't see the words very well. But on this side also, there's 2 pockets, so you can put in pictures or do journaling. And then here's the second pocket. And I just use some of the cut aparts and put those in there. Okay, so you can tie these shut so they don't flap around. I'm going to do that as I open it all the way up so you can see the inside. And I'll do this one too. So I'll probably have to show you one side and then the other side, just because it's too long to fit in the camera. All right, so this opens up. And this is a large pocket. I left this open and just kind of layered some hearts and tucked that in there. I do have some trim here. This will hold quite a few pictures. This was a sticker that I matted. You'll see on the other side it says crazy, so crazy in love. And I left this open, but then this will hold a lot too in this pocket. And then over here I have a waterfall, and to conserve paper I did not mat the full page, I just did part of the page. Sticker, all of them are mounted on black paper, but when you flip open I just put a strip of the designer paper and then I did it on the top too, so I'll show you with the next page. So I just alternated back and forth, but can you see that I put just a little strip at the top too? So this will hold quite a few pictures. Then underneath of this it's open, so you can, I put another large mat, left the back open. This could hold probably 2 pictures on the front if you trim them a little bit, and 2 on the back, and then that just slides behind the waterfall. So the other side, again it flips open. This one, here's the crazy, so crazy in love. I did another one of the cut aparts, made the hearts and just layered it and stuck it in there. Trim. So everything's a mirror image. Have another waterfall. I have to close this so I can move it a little bit. This waterfall is just the same as the other one, only did paper strip on the bottom and at the very top. What's nice is that when it's all the way open, you still have that pattern paper to look nice. And then it's open underneath so that you can put a large mat, and it could hold a lot more than just one. And that just slides in behind. But let me try and show you then what it looks like. So that's the inside middle, and then it goes like so. So I would say it is at least, when it's all the way open, what's 7? It's probably about 20, close to 28 inches across. So then the seam binding just helps everything lay flat. So I'm going to tie up my waterfalls. You could use magnets if you wanted, but I like seam binding. So then it just closes up real easy. There's one side. I should have got my seam binding wet and then crinkled it, because it's going to get crinkled from tying, so I might have to go back and just add some water and crinkle it so it's got that aged look. And then it folds up, and like I said, it holds a lot in the pockets. It has that flexible binding. So here's the top. You'll see that there's room to grow. I made the spine 1.5 inches, I believe. I'll have to measure when I do the tutorial, so that you can fit things in. If you wanted to, you could put loose pictures in and just, you know, stick them in here. You can make a mini booklet and put in there, because there's enough width that you can add to it, so it will hold quite a few pictures. So there's that. I will, like I said, be doing a tutorial. I used one full Echo Park collection, so that means one, well, it's basically 2 of each design, and so I will count how many pieces of cardstock I used too.